Welcome to Quick Learn Podcast, your go-to English podcast for learning English in a fun and easy way. Whether you're at home, commuting, or taking a break, this podcast English series helps you improve your speaking, listening, and vocabulary skills. So if you've ever wanted to learn English with a podcast that feels like a friendly conversation, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Today, I'll be sharing 10 powerful tricks to help you learn English faster. And trust me, these aren't just tips you've heard 100 times. These are based on how your brain actually works. So grab a notebook or just sit back and listen, because these tips might change the way you study forever. All right, let's jump into it. 1 sleep sandwich. Let's start with one of my favorite tips, the sleep sandwich. Imagine this. You have an English exam or an interview tomorrow and only one day to prepare. Most people try to cram, studying for hours without rest. But here's the truth. Cramming doesn't work. Your brain needs sleep to move new words and grammar into long-term memory. So here's what you do instead. Study, sleep, then study again. That's the sleep sandwich. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your brain organizes everything you learned. If you skip sleep, you forget half of what you studied. So instead of staying up late, get some rest and let your brain do the work. 2. Mastery through modification. Now, let's talk about a problem many learners face, the illusion of mastery. That's when you learn a few phrases or words and you feel like, yes, I've got this. But then you freeze when someone actually talks to you in real life. To truly master English, you need to modify how you practice. For example, if you always read English, try listening to a podcast. If you always speak slowly, try speaking faster. Small changes help you grow and stop you from getting bored. Challenge yourself a little each time. That's how you improve. 3. Weaving subjects. Here's a surprising one. You can learn English better by mixing it with other topics. A study showed that people who mixed different types of information, like art and music, remembered more than those who studied one thing at a time. This is called interleaving. So what does that mean for you? Don't just read grammar books. Mix it up. Watch English cooking shows. Read comics. Listen to travel podcasts in English. Your brain connects ideas more deeply when you blend subjects together. 4. Chewing gum. This one is simple but weirdly effective. Chewing gum can actually help your brain focus. Studies have shown that people who chew gum while studying or working feel more relaxed and concentrate better. It also helps with memory and reduces stress. So next time you're practicing English vocabulary or listening to a podcast like this, grab a piece of gum. It might just give your brain a little extra power. 5. Intellectual hydration. Here's something we often forget. Drink water. Yes, staying hydrated is not just good for your body. It's great for your brain. One study showed that students who drank water during an exam scored up to 10% higher. That's a big difference. So when you're learning English, don't just feed your brain with knowledge. Give it water too. Make yourself a cup of tea, drink some juice, or just have a glass of water nearby while studying. It really helps with focus and memory. Brain 6. Multiple mediums. Do you always study the same way? Flashcards, videos, grammar drills? Here's a better idea. Use different learning styles. Try writing, drawing, speaking, and listening. For example, write a word down, then say it aloud. Or listen to a story, then draw what you heard. Using different mediums activates different parts of your brain and helps you remember faster and longer. 7. Speed read. Let's talk about reading. The average person reads about 200 words per minute. But did you know you can train yourself to read faster? Try using your finger to guide your eyes across the page. Focus on groups of words instead of reading word by word. And don't read aloud in your head. Just move your eyes. The faster you read, the more information you can learn. And the better your vocabulary becomes. 8. Musical stress relief. Now, here's a personal favorite. Music. Many learners, including me, like to play soft music in the background while studying. But music does more than just sound nice. It reduces stress, boosts memory, and helps your brain stay alert. Not all music works, though. Try soft instrumental tracks or lo-fi beats. Avoid songs with heavy lyrics while reading or writing. Music lifts your mood, relaxes your mind, and keeps your brain ready to learn. 9. Practice in pieces. Ever tried to study everything at once? It doesn't work. Our brains remember better when we study in small sessions. Instead of 2 hours in one day, try 20 minutes a day for a week. This is called spaced repetition, and it's one of the most powerful ways to learn a language. Review your vocabulary a little every day. Listen to one new sentence. Practice just one grammar point. Over time, you'll remember more and stress less. 10. The hard road. And finally, take the hard road. Sometimes we look for shortcuts, translation apps, autocorrect, copying from Google. But guess what? Doing things the hard way, like writing by hand, speaking out loud, or thinking in English without translating, makes your brain stronger. Handwriting, for example, helps you remember better than typing. So even if it feels slow, keep practicing the hard way. That's how real progress happens. And there you have it. 10 powerful ways to speed up your English learning, based on how your brain really works. Let's quickly recap. Study, sleep, study. Modify your routine. Mix topics. Chew gum. Stay hydrated. Use different study styles. Train your eyes to read faster. Use music to stay calm. Practice in small sessions. Choose the hard but effective way. Remember, learning English isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And every small step you take adds up. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a friend who's learning English too. And don't forget to subscribe. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, and keep learning. Bye for now.